Yo, what up guys? Today we are going through all my settings. This is the most requested video that I have had since the start of Modern Warfare 3. Everybody has wanted to see my settings. Everybody's wanted to see what I'm rocking on this game. And today we are going through everything. So drop a like, drop a sub if you're brand new, and let's run this up. Starting with the keyboard and mouse settings. Guys, I want to say this before we go into any of this. This is all personal preference. No matter what you see in here, this is what I run, yes, but at the end of the day, this is all personal preference. Definitely don't want to be one of those guys that's in a habit of changing their sense all the time, changing keybinds, whatever it might be. It's really just not a good thing to get into, because when you use the same sense, when you use the same keybinds, it's going to make you more used to the game. You're going to be more consistent, and at the end of the day, you will get better at the game if you stay with the same settings. But saying that, a lot of these settings are very important, and if you're curious about anything, you're about to find out what I run. We are on 800 DPI. That is the go-to DPI, bro. 800 all day, always. 10.43 in-game mouse sense. This has been my sense since Modern Warfare 2019, so this is what, 4 years of me using the same sense. I am not going to change this. Like I said, it is so important to keep the same thing. My shot is way more consistent, I'm way better, and everything just gets so much smoother when you're on the same settings all the time. 10.43 in-game mouse sense, always. 1.0 ADS sensitivity multiplier. Basically what this means is my sense is going to be the exact same no matter what. If I'm in the scope, out of the scope, anything like that, I want my sense to feel the exact same no matter what I do, so I always keep this on 1.0, and we set this to gradual for the ADS sensitivity transition timing, but it really doesn't matter too much because I keep my ADS sensitivity multiplier on 1.0 anyway. Moving down, we got legacy, ADS sensitivity type, and then all this stuff down here, you really don't gotta f with this stuff, guys. Just keep it at default. If you did mess with it, just reset the tab and just leave it at default, man. You don't really need to mess with any of this, the mouse calibration, all this stuff. Just keep it to what it was. If you mess with this stuff, it's definitely gonna mess up your shot. Moving on to the keybinds. So this is where it's gonna get a little more personal. A lot of you guys are gonna use different keybinds than me, but this is what I run, and if anybody's having any problems silent shotting or moving around, anything like that, if you're looking for something new, this is what I run. WASD, always, man. Keyboard and mouse. Shout out to keyboard and mouse gang. I love you guys. We got Z to auto move forward. I actually use this way more than you might think, and it's a great keybind to have on auto move forward. Spacebar to jump, stand, and mantle, obviously. Prone and dive we have on shift. I definitely like to lay down and dive with shift. It just feels nice. And then the next one that I want to mention is crouch and slide with left control. If you have not tried crouch and slide with left control, I highly recommend that you do. It is so nice for slide canceling, for crouching, just anything, bro. Just having that pinky right on left control to hit left control instead of any other keybind, it makes it so that you can have all of your fingers still on WASD. It does not mess up your movement whatsoever. Your mouse is still perfectly clear. Everything is perfectly free for you to do whatever you want movement wise and still crouch, slide, and everything else. Beautiful keybind. Highly recommend this one to anybody that uses anything else. Sprint, tactical sprint, and focus. I don't sprint or tactical sprint. I have auto tac sprint on. I'm going to show you guys that after. But for this, we have it set to V. This is basically just for me to hold my breath with my sniper. I have it set to V, even though I don't really use it all that often. If I'm ever going to hold my breath, I do use V. Interact, we have this set on X. A lot of you guys are going to flame me for this, but dude, I'm just so used to it at this point. It really doesn't matter, like X, E, F, whatever you want to use, like just something with your pointer finger, right? Like obviously we don't want to use any other finger for interact. That's basically it. We just want everything close together. Into the movement, advanced keybinds. We don't need a sprint key. We don't need tactical sprint. We don't need any of this. I'm just going to scroll down, bro. I haven't looked at this stuff yet. Yep, this was so pointless. What the f am I even doing here? I didn't use any of this shit. Moving down, we're in the combat keybinds. We got C reload. This is one that a lot of people don't really understand and don't agree with and flame me all the time about. But dude, it doesn't matter what you put it on. It could be C, it could be R. I see most people using R to reload. But dude, it doesn't matter, bro. Like, you're still using your pointer finger. Like, that's pretty much it at the end of the day, right? Like, same with the interact key. As long as you have it something with your pointer finger, that's really all that matters. You just want to keep it close to home, close to WASD, and somewhere that is very accessible. That's very easy to use. And C is a good keybind for reload, in my opinion. I'm going to keep rocking it even though you guys flame me. Next weapon. This is another big one, man, because this is part of my silent shotting. So anybody that's curious about how I silent shot in this game, that's basically when I pull the knife out right after I shoot. It's just something that we started back in Modern Warfare 2. For me, I know a lot of people were doing it in Modern Warfare 2019, but I started in Modern Warfare 2 and I got pretty good at it and I'm pretty smooth with it now. So how I do that is with next weapon and my lethal. But for next weapon, we are running E. For silent shotting, like I said, it's all about your lethal and next weapon. So me right here for my lethal, I always use Q. Sometimes if I'm going to use my lethal as an actual throwing knife, if I'm going to use it to throw it at somebody, I might use mouse button 5. It depends on like how I'm feeling, like where I'm at in the game type of shit. Like, it's all about movement. It's all about where your fingers are at on the keys, what you're doing. Sometimes it makes more sense for me to use Q. Other times it makes more sense for me to use 5 on my mouse. But dude, sometimes it just is what it is, man. And all I do is silent shot. I know it's become the new thing. I love it. It's just what we started doing, man. I don't know. I just got used to it. Now I silent shot every shot I take pretty much. It feels good. It looks good. It helps me like stay in the game. And I just have fun. I just think it's fun doing it. I think it looks cool. It makes me stand out. And if any of you guys are doing it, if any of you guys have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. It looks so clean. And to do it, it's actually really easy. All you have to do is shoot your gun, pull out your lethal, which is your throwing knife. For me, that's pressing Q, press and hold, and then once you have your throwing knife out, you press E, which is next weapon for me. It could be something else for you to cancel. That is all. So it looks like this. You shoot your gun, you press and hold your throwing knife key, and then once you're pressing and holding, you press E for me to next weapon swap. That is it. It is so fast. It is so clean. You can do it so slow if you really have to, just to get the timing down. Shoot, press and hold lethal, pull out your throwing knife, and then press E to cancel it while you're still holding your throwing knife. Then you can let go of both at the same time. That is it. The faster you get, the cleaner it's going to look, and the faster it is going to feel. You're not really going to feel like you're holding the throwing knife as much. It's going to feel like more like a press, but at the end of the day, it is still a hold because you have to hold the throwing knife and then cancel while you're still holding the throwing knife and then let go of them together. That is how you silent shot. So easy and so good. Moving on though, we got weapon inspect on R. A lot of people are gonna flame me for this too, man. I don't care, dude. You can put it on whatever you want to. I have mine on R, dude. Melee, we got this on F. I don't know, dude. If you gotta knock a fucker out or knife somebody, whatever you gotta do, I press F to do that. Lethal, like we said, we got it on Q and mouse button 5, depending on the situation. Mostly Q, but sometimes I do use 5. Tactical, we got that on mouse button 4. Field upgrade, I got that on T. Armor plate drop item, got that on G. I don't play Warzone, so that really doesn't matter too much. Combat advanced. Do I have anything in here that makes any kind of sense? Nope, we don't use previous weapon. None of this, none of this. Kill streaks, we got this on 3, 4, 5. Pretty much all you need to use there. And then all this stuff down here should be on default. Don't really need to change up the vehicle stuff because I don't play Warzone. But if I did, I might change something. Who knows? But for now, I got everything on default. Scoreboard, got that on tab. Moving down, we got the map on caps. This is all default, but I'm still showing you what I got anyway. Ping is on the scroll wheel. Push to talk, I have this on B. I actually use this a lot if somebody's struggling to find out a good push to talk key. Just something that's out the way. I just put my thumb, press B real quick, and hold that to push to talk. Gameplay settings, automatic tag sprint, of course. If you're not running automatic tag sprint, throw that on. Your game is going to run faster. You're going to be faster. Everything is going to be nicer, bro. Automatic tag sprint makes life better. Automatic airborne mantle, we have this turned off. I always want a mantle by myself. I don't want the game mantling for me. That will just mess you up and make you jump over. It's just weird, man. I want to be able to just run and jump and mantle whenever I want to and not have the game do it for me. Grounded mantle, though, we do want that on because we want to be able to mantle stuff that is on the ground, like this picture right here. 100% want to be able to do that, so we want to keep that on. Slide, cancel sprint, you have this turned off. Want to 100% turn this off. Movement advanced keybinds, I think this is all on default pretty much. Moving down to the combat behavior, we have all this set to default. Graphic settings, I'm just going to go through this really quick and just point out a few things that really make a huge difference. You can rock whatever you want to, obviously depending on your PC and what you want, but you 100% want to be on full screen exclusive. It's going to make sure your game feels as smooth as it possibly can with as little input delay as you can possibly get. Full screen exclusive is 100% what you want to rock. Obviously, you want to run whatever your screen's refresh rate is. Down here, we got NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency. We have that turned on. Down here, we got VSync turned off. VSync will limit your frames and not make your game run as fast. In the quality settings, I run everything on low, guys. This is how I get as many frames as I do on a 2080 Ti in 2023. I run everything on low or turned off. We have our upscaling and sharpening on Fidelity FX Cast with 69 strength, very important. And then everything settings wise is either on low, very low, or turned off. There's a couple here that I have turned on. I'm just gonna let you guys see this. I'm just gonna scroll through it, and if anybody has any questions, obviously you can ask me in the comments. Over on the view tab, we got 120 FOV, the goated FOV, man. If you're not running 120, run 120 FOV. Consoles can do it now too. 120 FOV will change your life. Affected ADS field of view, wide weapon field of view, and then all this stuff should be on defaults. And make sure your motion blur is turned off. Obviously, I don't really need to be that guy. Do I need to be that guy to say turn your motion blur off? Like, yes, but you should have this turned off anyway, bro. Motion blur. And then for my audio, have this set to headphone bass boost, and then everything else down here really doesn't matter. It's all personal preference for audio. The last setting I want to show you guys in here is an interface. We're going to click that and go down to where it says crosshairs. We're going to hit show more. Then you're going to see center dot. Some people don't use this, but I think it's extremely helpful. I have it turned on. I have the center dot scale set to default, and basically what this is going to do is it's going to keep a center dot right in your screen, as you can see right over here. And for me, it really helps with my centering and just timing my shots. And for the class setup, this is my S&D class. Obviously, we can change out the gun. All my classes look pretty much the exact same. I just change out the gun. If we're talking S&D, it's the same. If it's respawn, it's going to be the same. But for S&D, my main game mode, everything that you guys see in the videos for the most part, like I said, it doesn't really matter the sniper we're picking. That depends on the day. We got the karambit. This thing looks so nasty with the inspect, everything about it, with the ghoulie camo on it. I don't know, bro. I love the karambit, man. I'm sure you guys do too, but we rock that. We got the stimmy, of course. We got the throwing knife, of course, for the silent shots. Hook me up, baby. I'm a for the silent shots. Sometimes you're gonna mess up your silent shot, and if you do and throw your knife, if you got a munition box, this will save your life. You throw that down, you get a brand new throwing knife, dude. Thank me later. We got the quick grip gloves. Everything about this is a W. Obviously, if you're sniping and silent shotting and trick shotting and everything, you're gonna want to use the quick grip gloves. Swap weapons faster, all that 100% use the quick grip gloves. We got the covert sneakers. If you ain't using covert sneakers in S&D, what are you doing, bro? Use the covert sneakers in S&D. Tiptoe around the map. These motherfuckers can't hear you. 100% use covert sneakers and tac mask until they fix EOD. Once they fix EOD, I'm gonna run this because I'm sick of dying to grenades. But for now, since EOD's broken, we got tac mask. And the last thing, something that you guys might have forgot about, we actually get a vest in this game. So if you have any other vest on your class setup, you're most likely gonna want to change it to infantry, because what this does is it increases your tac sprint duration and reduces refresh time. This is all we care about, boys. We're trying to be fast. We're trying to run. We're trying to get quick with the tac sprint. We don't want to mess around and do any of this other shit. So, boys, use the infantry vest, all right? If you have anything else, try the infantry. That's it for my settings, though, man. If you guys have any questions, if I missed anything, let me know down in the comments. Drop a like, drop a sub. Come follow me on Kick. We're live every single day. We play with viewers. We chill. We have a good time, man. Come hang out on Kick, boys. Drop a follow. I hope you guys got something out of this video. Hope I can help you guys out. I love you all, man. Smell ya.